Hey guys, it's Caden. Welcome to another episode of Get Prepped Podcast, where we talk with business owners, nonprofit leaders, and voice actors that are going to be in the new game, Get Prepped. Our next guest is someone who I'm really honored to have on. He's a war veteran, colonel, who after his military service, became a motivational speaker for the Giants and went on to star in several different movies and TV shows, most notably Battleship, which also starred Rihanna. Colonel Greg Gadson. Thanks for coming on, Colonel Gadson.
Oh, thanks for having me, Caden. Great to be here.
Of course. Let me start this off by saying thank you so much for your service. I have a tremendous amount of respect for the military. I was in JROTC, and my grandpa was in the military as well.
All right. Well, you know what? It's plants a seed on service, doesn't it?
Yeah, it absolutely does. Let's get down to business. My first question for you is, how did you get into acting?
Well, you stated a little earlier that I started acting after I got in the military, but I actually started acting before I left the military. So when I was in the movie Battleship, just a little trivia, I was still active duty, and the uniform that I was wearing at the end is my actual uniform minus the name tag for my character. So my acting, my introduction to acting was by the great blessings of the director Peter Berg, who happened to be who's from New York and a lifelong New York Giants fan. And because of my interaction with the New York Giants, he decided to ask me if I would be in a movie, and that's how it all began.
Yeah, that's great, and I didn't know that was your uniform in the military. Yep. So that's definitely cool. My next question for you is, what was your favorite role to take on as an actor?
I would say Battleship. I mean, I've only got a handful of things that I've done, but Battleship was certainly the most intensive and dynamic. I got to do my own stunts pretty much, and really kind of a broad spectrum of character development. So it was quite a challenge.
It definitely sounds like a challenge. My next question for you is, if you could voice any character, past or present, who would it be and why?
Wow. You mean like animated character?
Yes, sir. Animated could be a real person that is animated for a biopic, that kind of thing.
Yoda. And why? Yoda's the wise one, and hopefully the older I get, the wiser I get. But I'm a huge fan of Yoda.
Yeah, I love Star Wars too. I grew up on Star Trek and Star Wars.
I was 9 years old. Just to show you, I was 9 years old when the original Star Wars came out, Caden.
Oh, that's crazy. See. Yeah. My next question for you is, what's a funny or challenging memory that you've had in your acting career?
Oh, well, I'll share it. But there was one scene when I was acting in Battleship, and I was with my physical therapist, Brooklyn Decker, we were kind of walking along, and the idea was I was supposed to be just harassing her about her boyfriend, and so we kind of went off script, and they were like, yeah, just whatever comes to your mind, just say it. And so I said to Brooklyn, I said, oh, that your relationship with Brooklyn, it makes you gassy, doesn't it? And everybody just fell out laughing. They literally, the director stopped and dropped his megaphone, and people were on the ground just laughing because I think I said gassy or farty or something like that. So it was it obviously didn't make the film, but it was a good laugh.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like a great laugh. Is it in the outtakes of Battleship, deleted scenes compilations they usually put in the menus, or?
Yeah, but I don't think I know that wasn't in the outtakes. So, yeah. So,
I'll have to see if I can keep an eye on it. My last question for you is, what does no one tell you? What did you learn on the set about being an actor that you wish you would have known at the beginning of your career?
well, what I will say is this, and I tell everyone this, is that I left that experience with a huge level of respect for that craft, because it is not easy. Everybody, including myself, thinks that you sort of go up to pretend to be somebody. And I think the art of acting is truly about transforming yourself, about becoming that character. And that character that I played in Battleship was not me. It's not who I am. I had to become that character. Now, obviously, my real life experiences gave me some insights to sort of transform myself, but you really have to transform yourself. It's a transformation.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. A lot of actors take their roles extremely seriously and base them on those experiences they've had in the past. And
Yeah.
that's honestly what makes a really good movie, in my opinion. Anyways, that's going to do it for this episode of Get Prepped Podcast. Thank you so much to Colonel Gadson for coming on and sharing his story. If you guys want to see more amazing interviews with those involved in Get Prepped, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Get Prepped channel. Scan the QR code here if you want to learn more about the game, and stay tuned for updates. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.